Alright, welcome to the Rally Portugal review, the 2024 Rally Portugal, obviously. A very good rally all round, I'll start off with. Lots of drama, lots of excitement, really close, both Rally 1 and Rally 2, Rally 3 as well, I'm not sure though. But there wasn't any junior WRC, so I wasn't really following that too closely. I know Diego Dominguez did eventually win it, but there were a lot of different stage winners in the class. We'll start off on Thursday. The rally started like most do, Thursday night, with a super special stage, which was won by Thierry Neuville and won in Rally 2 by Johan Rossell, both of which who are the championship leaders in the class, in their classes. Sorry. Friday, the rally's drama started straight away on the first full day of the rally with one of the Toyota youngsters rolling his Rally 2 Yaris on stage 2, sending himself into retirement. Then on just stage 5, the other Toyota youngster had to retire due to a mechanical issue. Then again on stage 5, a huge crash saw Teemu Sunninen retire when he went straight ahead on a right-hander, sending him over an embankment. And again on stage 5, fellow Aussie Lewis Bates, who had to retire due to an electrical issue. A huge shame for his debut in Europe. And then on stage 7, another one of the top Rally 2 drivers ran into some problems. Pierre-Louis Loubet, last year's Rally 1 driver, went off the road down a hill, once again on a right-hander like Teemu Sunninen, but a very different corner. Instead of an embankment, it was just a hill he went down. Massive drama all round for Rally 2 on Friday, but a fairly uneventful day for the top category. There was only a intercom failure for Seb Ogier, which didn't seem to lose him too much time, and Scott Martin forgot or misplaced, we're not quite sure, Elvin Evans' pace notes before stage 7, meaning he had to read notes off of his phone, but I don't think that really made any difference to the time. After the first full day of Rally Portugal, Toyota were holding a podium lockout with Rovanperä leading from Ogier and Katsuta, who had won one of the day's stages, along with 3 stage wins for the returning Danny Sordo and 1 stage each for Ogier, Rovanperä and Neuville. Looking to Rally 2 now, Friday night's leader was Oliver Solberg with Rossell in 2nd and Greensmith in 3rd. Those 3 drivers being separated at this point by only 13 seconds, after Friday giving us a couple of days to look forward to. Saturday now, second full day of the rally. Started with 2 fairly uneventful stages for most of the top drivers, but the drama started on stage 11 when Kalle Rovanperä, who at the time was rally leader, carried a little bit too much speed into a fast section of corners and ran wide on a right-hander and ended up in the trees upside down in his Yaris. The next car behind him was Rally 2 class leader Oliver Solberg, who came through the same section perfectly fine, but seemed to get distracted, and only about 100 metres later, a few corners down the road, hit a bank on the outside of a corner and rolled 3 or 4 times. Pretty violent, and that was his rally done. Rovanperä did retire at that point, but managed to join back in on Sunday morning. On to the next stage, more heartbreak for Toyota when Takamoto Katsuta broke his suspension after leading to another lost victory. Does seem to be a bit of a theme here with Katsuta. He gets himself into a really good position and makes a mistake. This was a mistake that caused broken suspension. It wasn't just a mechanical failure by itself. He'll string it together eventually, I hope, but he certainly had his chances. And in Rally 2, after Solberg's retirement, Gus Greensmith was handed the lead in Rally 2, but on stage 14, just 3 stages later, he beached his Fabia on a sandy bank on the outside of a right-hander. Again, it's all right-handers here. He tried his best to get off, but to no prevail, and had to retire. The Englishman's retirement left Ireland's Josh McElern in the lead of WRC2 class, which he'd never had before. a lead that he just managed to lose to Jan Solens by the end of the day. I think Jan Solens has got a bit more experience at the top level than Josh, but we'll see how that turns out. And in third in the class, the ever-reliable Johan Russell. He's always there. Doesn't matter where he is, he's always somewhere in the fight. Of the 9 stages that were run on Saturday, 4 of them were won by Ogier, 3 by Tanak, and 1 each for Rovanperä and for Mo, who was once again having a very solid rally up to this point. Now, as it's the end of running on Saturday, it is time for the roundup of the Saturday point scorers. As usual, the top 10 drivers after Saturday get points, but to get these points, they need to finish the rally on Sunday. Those point scorers are Ogier in first with 18, Tanak second, 15, then Neuville with 13, Sordo with 10. That's Hyundai in second, third and fourth position after Saturday. A huge points haul for them. Formeau in fifth with 8 points. Evans next with 6, Gryzin with it's a very solid 4 points for Rally 2. Jens Holland's next with 3 points, and Josh McAlern with 2 points, and then in 10th position, Johan Russell with 1 point. Now you're probably wondering, you haven't mentioned Nikolai Gryzin. Now he is a Rally 2 driver, but he's not scoring WRC 2 points this weekend. He should have, because he would have won, but he's not. But that's how it works. Now on to Sunday, which was comprised of 2 stages, both of which were run twice. The Super Sunday points were once again on offer to the fastest 7 drivers over the last 4 stages of the rally, and also the regular power stage points to the top 5 drivers on the last stage of the rally. Sunday started off with another stage win for Ogier, followed by 2 stage wins for Tanak, including the first run through the power stage. But the all-important power stage was won by Thierry Neuville, who took home those very useful 5 points. The 4 points for second place were awarded to Tanak, with 3 for Rovanperä, 2 for Ogier, and 1 for Katsuta. Now the Super Sunday points, to the top, once again, the top 7 drivers of the day. Tanak got a very good 7 points, putting himself very well back into the championship fight. His main rival, his teammate with 6 points. Ogier with 5. Formeau, once again, scoring more points, 4 points. Katsuta 3. Rovanperä pulling together a fairly unsuccessful weekend with 2 points. And Danny Sordo, a good return, gets 1 more point. After all that, it is opinion time. Starting with Takemoto Katsuta, who once again showed really good promise, speed, he's winning stages. But due to a small mistake, he threw it all away again, which just seems to be happening, but he will get there, hopefully. I think if he doesn't win a rally by the end of the year, or gets a podium every rally, he will probably be out of the drive. We've seen it here in Portugal. He's not scoring manufacturer points because Toyota prefer for Rovanperä and Ogier to score them. And now then next year, when Rovanperä is back full time, they're not going to need him every round. He might just become a part-time driver. That could work. Rovanperä and Solberg both overall had good weekends. Solberg's was a very short weekend, but both with accidents. But they're both so highly rated, but this won't impact them. An unlucky weekend for Evans. He drops to 24 points behind Neuville in the championship. Still holds on just to second place in the championship, but he's not scored many points at all this weekend. He scored, let me see, just 6, whereas Neuville scored 24 and Tanak scored 26. But now on to a positive note, it was another very solid weekend for Adrien Formeau, finishing 4th overall in the rally and scoring a solid 12 points. He didn't, however, score enough points to hold on to his 3rd place in the championship, with Tanak's good weekend and resurgence giving him that 3rd place. Now Tanak again. A very good rally, scoring more points than anyone here. putting his championship charge very much back on track. On to Rally 2 now. Finland's Sami Pajari started his rally off not very successfully after crashing on the first stage, the Super Special on Thursday night, and getting a 2-minute 40 penalty. Both of these dropping him well down the order, but he turned it all around and managed to win 6 stages in class, pulling himself up to 8th position. But he had to retire on stage 21 due to a mechanical issue. Huge shame for him. Well, what a great rally that was once again. Super competitive across all classes, as I've already said, and enough drama just to keep us entertained and on the edge of our seats. And I'll see you again for Rally Sardinia in just under a month.